Saguli, everyone. Today our topic is the Oneida Language and Cultural Centre, where we're at today. And my first question is, when did each of you get involved with the Language Centre first? So what year did you start, and what did your first work look like when you started working here at the Language Centre?
When we here kadaswa ni wahuni se non higele kayeni wasani oslagitina he chikeyo se Language Centre. Kwa tudi lonto takadasawa. I was secretary I was their secretary for the language committee ki we ko ta no ne thona ko ne ko we na lon non dakwa committee sagi ni not bakadasa wa tika in the late late 80s takadasa wa agil secretary wa kayoda language committee nastika wahut kanisa ne wana ko we ne everything was in Oneida. There's a lot of James there allow not minutes. Yeah, we change it to type and take it to council. What ya got top the minutes. Yanita kunya kwana no down how go song when ka ya do dani yanita kunya kwana no da la dichi ga lun kanok ja kwita kunya kwana no. Net tone Terry Light la chairperson for the committee. Wahalo Terry Niguito de la do osayan de tane aswana no don kale ashat ngui wahi loli James okile we change it as one day ni means what we need chinyo lena daga type yes takunya not so they had to translate it into English for me, write it in English so I could type it up and take it to council to get in your chitwakadasa.
Oknen hi gwahni noksi geology tiga Mary gas hasuk nawi wa genhane natokwi wandolegi agi wa genhane neji gwaswi noksi ga na he hawi ga wi wa undanhane na natok na ya gojelani ga kale nang desane tiga nate inkin haon ngi wini wa gwasane ga togi nityohtune wi tok danungan tiki ne kanusko ngi ne chihodinu sunde ga ik untigel nagui wene dona he ona kan chiganuso de ganto
11 years ago ka May 15th daw ya den hoto kan ya between kwache de la to just win you guanos May 15th
Kafino chikan so that you Colin
11 year it'll be 11 years ago ka daw May 15th ya den hoto kan kwa kan sa Language Centre we watinado
ne tone gui wene tok kaskaktus asuk nale we natok we wa danhane ga togui goya dala jesse dunka nia quad noksi aki no wadun ya down tkun down we ka ang gyo de ga kale gwina chigina ni tkwan ka gui git ko de ga ji ngwadli wan dung se noksi toski nityohtune we ji wa genhane asuknale ga igeze kale we asuknaksane ngwene hunde sane de kinhao yakinino aduin kwakaya down tkundan ji wa gyot tagyok nini ji gale ji kagui you can hasikas hasuk Ningi. Siinä.
Nagini wene tokto wisni oslagalat ni ostuniji ino. Kon chigaktus. Naginin sojel dewahni slagalat ni. Nagiot kaden hasen. Nagini datni hasen. Okay, det går sådan der okay. Nen he den iwa onset choga one of those and hake dagen han. Noxi so just squido again han lounge at konte haka squitown down dage Colin. So good chiwa godo se godo go chiwa one of those and Mary. How no ga haga there da hun. Go in not London no da. Chigit ni olen. Chat got retire. Kalacha esan ke ked lain dayata Kali University. Non Mike Nasqua here, Hagadada. Down no any Guichi got so 2018, 2019. Kalagwino Gatung that did. Yes, it took when Yagil Yata Ked La Green one of those. Then to the Gadasa to go edge and go west, go question what no cigar and what can of so that gun. Dingwa one. Then take it near need you a Gadada. Noxin guido cop ni jagi jukwada dolon kadio konun no not one down on noxi ya wesquat kaski nalwa de guadla nen dos quio de guatalo ni go ni agua no do ya quindi guanote dat kaskas steg one tani so de no dat kayata noxi ni guatala gi li guatan johati tigi nini kan no.
And so who is involved with the language committee or with the language center in the beginning, and who has been involved over time?
No kwado yakina doni. Do we have to name them?
Yeah, you could talk about people, like the names.
Negi nin so takadasa wa ni wika dene wa ngi ni wa honi se so takadasa wa kwa keskuna ko hoe na lon da kwa na ki no wa nen na Colin lo ni ha Norman Kale Kate Margaret Barbara James kinetono nokjakina so chite wa honi se to da ya da le nin so takadasa Kale Terry Gary Kale Verlin Clifford Walter George kalau na Ivan sama sungguh dia talhas Ivan dakside kale we kale masiha kale Dayton kale neginwa nen helix da ka Leslie dit kunti laul ha language portfolio Navigi council dit kunt laul ha portfolio talents kwahele launat council portfolio nok jakwita ha lonka nesa sala no kondo masya ko watwali wateda na telo na slowly negwiti ka tela do yakwit ka ni get hodinum so den language center ka kila hadinado kwenen negwiti ka dewi council la ya la kwetle I lixta ka Leslie mahon Wahon no sola ne tika go to number 3 school drug and alcohol ka squeak on ne tika sele ka na ne drug and alcohol wahon na kla ko ne ka no ha se wa wati no sana tane no nya ha ne nukuya no kana te ta de jo de la number 3 school no hali wano do Leslie and council ha do kan language committee to ahundaya Wahnila di wheat council wa do nokchi kwa kya kwa kui ses wa kale na te na ya wane ang kachisto da ke kale yo dali ha ke kale so da neglia ke kale snow plowing and koslake. Nos kuna nen daten kosloya truck snow plow kani ode nos kuna ti kwa tadenya total. Kwa kyo wiska ya sena te ka wista. Kale lesli nenen wa kan heka hadane glia kena ne. Tikin ya tita tasawan language center kala kilo witi akwa koneo lo angkuwe na lon panon takwa tonum chika ha. Tita tasawan language center kala center. Sekwinun.
Hi kini nok wagante ji kayo hojake ji kayo huwati na duni ka Candace gas ji tola dia dale kale winan Rosabelle Santoya ya dale kale Harvey kale winan negi
Madeline.
Unka?
Madeline.
Newa. O kalegi ona na lage ka hasa Hubert wa huan hane ka na he ham Win Mary wat nie na ko kini nei wene ka ni wa ni da ke wa huan hane na wa huan na de untigal he ne ji Canada ge san gwa toyo den wat tau ya hala ne gi wa na gwi kok wene we tahat kala te nokshi negi tinga wagante tos la dia dalla jesse tanu yakini degle toganna tahaduya halane ka nen sengwina yidli watandi kale segoni yan ladi ka no tigle uni sa te hodimi halaun jin nityohtune jidohoni se ka nokshi yan legiwa
Nini, Herman Kistwe, Madeline, Rose, called Olive, called George, Tudagarasa. To Queenie Lord, Kadoya, I don't know.
Queenie got cheated what he had. He said to the Jadasa.
Oh, Kale. They went on Sagayan well.
Akilo. Got he said not that to hear yada like Jadasa.
He said Colette, Fanny, Colette,
Rose,
Peeman, Madeline, Colette, Jewel, Eni Jewel, Colette. Kan ik zo? Ik was er stingwa one, had ik wel akwa. Gary is goed aan het Gary, we just the chairman had you huh?
Negi Wayne committee. Negi netikan na sundungo o kilo na kalau yung dila so de Jadasa na snow tika Daisy Light so kale Frida John ho kale
Nellie Abram,
Verlin, Mac, Titkuchi to dai ya taladi kale Barbara, Shirley,
Daisy,
ani kene wak na kale tikle ni akwat ni koditikan ya wet win agilot sahut kala ti win sahalo diksto ho ha ya wet ya tutakunta so kalau na Pearl ho kale Lillian o kiat ya dalhas kale Cameron no switchi titkut Mary dia ko donjani ungkau na te longwe to hayada lagi no switchi dia ko record ya no da ko syek yung kwesu kalau no ilo ya kenji longwe sa to hayada lagi we da hat record kala ona Cameron wa sungwat ya dal ha se kala ko na he ha Richard and Tune so wa got na he what had record ka so ni ne kala Ross ne go na sa wa ni Ross Ireland
Ross Island.
kala Lois Cornelius no ni ne do ka ni wala stikan he ko screen na wa ken ha ne wa don't record kala na ta kwa no yes Ralph Daxtedegas so no ni netika che tuknate che kwa doni he ka book onken hane Mary o ili isegwi satan hane onkana te isle ahagwenyo te tahat we record we lungwiki o tanon no spito ni o che tati kwenya hati wana no da hisbi wa kwa no da kwa nokchi te lo no hawa don't record na te wa aki kanyo lungwe laut ta hawana lati tuki ni o chi da sa ti kana le tokna te hakile wi on ko chapsla ya da ne tokna te ayun kwa yo da ya kwa record ne ka squitigal toni ha di ti kan hakile wi on to wa kiri wa no don sa yakin han da hun record no chi wa ka kwe ni ya kwe kon kas yo o yan la ne chi ya chi la o hodio da no chi te kon kwi chi akilo gwi on to la ti ski wi sa kas na lewa wa twist doctor no ski nen masi ko kale ya sa na lewa wa twist doctor gali wa ti kiat le after kani dak chele
Seventy cent shit.
Nukchi kalo naki wahani lo council da kona da sa siat lay off hiya ya kware kalya kachino le antwa ta ya trio ya wista kale ke ya le uska chosla china he masya kali wa onkni oda kwa ya na de ka wista nukchi sa skyo kya kili hunya ni he wi kwasan de ke hasani hunis lake hasani wasun da ke so da kili hunya ni nukchi kilo ya wes squat kaski ne tone chiga hawi no di so chikan yo kona akilo wis ko chidwa lung chit bat wanu dakwa wa to wi ye tili wanu do so da hatia da ken ha da nya ka squite wan to le na le mo dili wanu do sa yu hia da ken ha wi na le te wan to la ti jis fa de la ka te wi ya te ka wis
Ta squini et nei kan gwandi ton squalonio kan kwa squin gwadnu si. Kwa queen no sanoton ka sali ono dosen. Na te sadli hola laksen. Ka kwie kwini sali wa flakwas.
And what about the different locations that we had in the community of either the language committee or the language center, the different buildings that we had in the past? What do you remember about that?
Neki nen hit from the gadasa gone to get. Kan igan sagas lodino so de kan taki ni nun to gadasa danus kwa hingwat no situ chika hawin. Ya wat ke pia gilo ding ni jo kwaka si. No nungwe kale go nungwe kwa stoka ni ya kia kwa ya taladi. Noksi ya down de giti go nungwe tot konsai na dio kwan. Noksi kwa skia gwe gun. Kuskong no ingwan ya wanu toni tingwa talong.
Tana ko we ne
Go we na kwa yang ko so ni ga de wanu da kwa. Kwasquino kisses for the alone as at Nagas. The Vigi Salunion hit the Gwin Sal on the Shistanyu.
Nekwisanchi nale we kakanate we on kwayoda what they got podcast the kwiten just was the nike tangli wate te na te yung kwatlali nala what ni ko laya danet akilo we chi kaya do di ko don jinya hunda hu sada de kwita do ba ko kung ko we ne tuki ni chi yung Colin hakpas ne tone no chika hawi chi ta kesta ni ngo so ni ke ha
Ta
Colin.
nun dos ke gwyn tan no chiga ha wi akung te go hon kong go ne ha Colin. West Hajiskin.
No wes ka squid ya.
West ta nun ne hakte ni ta wen ya gwyn ni ha wana oda. Nuk shit. Nuk we di yogi.
Se queen na tin se ni to ni se yo chi tun te chata sa wa di ni o to ngadi.
Ko jante number 3 school ki glani jada sawa yo agaktu. We elha change guatani dunka nudlats de we hake at again hakas. Tone na Waki toji na he tos na gwa ya dia god las se gan tone na ne tone gwine wene na changhut nusuni gan to nok si estate o nusun de gai go nak kwas nok o handu na gwa ya kini de ge le win sa ha nyo hakte izanu kwa nok kwa ki tok nu kale dung ske uni kwas toji ni hadi jotkunt ki ne we kwas hanyo ganja kwana te to la dit ko du ne ton nanguna ya town dun na se ne ko lona di ko tunji ga ya gas tolung kutus kon kuinok kai kan chi ko da dalung
Thank you, ni chuzagala sawe. Go to you. Chiganoksu. Ni chiganoksu. Tanum. Entwi. Saknus chalak. We linia wat. Tio cleaning.
And in the future, what do you hope to see for the Language Center and then overall for the Oneida language?
Neki den hi waki ni tok kwening galon hasten. How do I go to Hadiga again? Language Center Ladina Dunkan. Dokan hadi understand and hadi gwenin. Tony Olen hadi understand and hadi gwenin what you do go to hadi ni a ching what you have to do no get go nisla de. Kala sa ho dili honyu kala sa honde yon de da kwe. Dan ne gwina ga de ga gan. Tingni asuk nan knit kwaile je te wonji no. Sa de yon de da no ga go nisla den ha so na no do so kala sha no go ne. A queen heat to the water de hadi and it can delin, nothing who go in Agahia, don't get color. No count dark, ya don't go near we go knock no cut or knick. Knock she dear Tenya Hadiki, we knock she take his skin gone. Not Cadlon had a gagan to the youngers are the understand no hound no dark with Colin. Ah, the ya don't greet dog. Watching adequate. Nicky.
Nego ni tu ni o chi kano tu ni he chi. Chok ni chakwa dio na ya kwa halong ka kale se ko kia weti kwa kwislon di queen. Hakilo ona ya wana na hakatati chi ni ba wano oda. Ohoni se ka lo tiksta ho ka wa keli wano do se suta kata sa wana sakcha po keli. Hakilo wa te kia interview. Lo tiksta ho kung halo tikwana da so o keli wano se na teni se niswa ni kung lo de ka e kung pawona. Chini dwa wano da mungkata di kakata yung kwate. Wahani kuhakwe kumahani lo yung kwate sleke chini dwa wano da. Wakilo ne kakang den kwata kunchi on wah dwahani lo da. Yaki ne it not gonna really disappear, but it's gonna sound different. And that's the way it's going today. There's a lot of people like you now, like there's the two ladies that work here. They're good. I'd say they're good, and I encourage them to keep going with what they've learned so far, and if they're busy passing it on to others, what they've learned, and that's my hope for this language center, to see that these young people that are learning today, they keep it up and pass it on as much as they can. Time capsule. Language Center at the time, number 3 school. Tanone tone tapes yo queen on ne oli waka yo ne oilo gachi na ta ni sana ko kung wa de ya donge na la kan ko tanua hi ya tiat lo ka tok ni ko te place on it tanua ne hadino texi hanilo yung ka wana ya da ko wi ju ko hu ka ni dona class la naskari wi tuni achi agilo wakadlan hado tona ya wanet agilo uhundonu kwa hati kusudondi akayan takichi nahte ahanilo wadongi konoya dwa ko language center tunutka ya kahya dunia kale the what record ni ochi antwata di kale chino ni ochi yo tan yo hadi sekon hagilo chi ni kwali hoda noni ne lo di lihonya ni he kwio na kanto noni ne yo yanda kyo ni wina ne taka oni na yo kwa di chi ni kwa li hoda chi ne taka na sonde chi ni kwa li hoda kale chi ni twa wono de tao do tika nok chi ni kwa li hoda yung kwa no te get hen chi yung kwa no te ke chi ni twa wono dan chi awa kwa se hi chi ni twa wono da what's done na kanyona ohunta di chi na te agilo in ceremonial speeches ya kini when change ya ko noni ne lo wadili honyani he kanton agilo chini atwichi bo umudadi kan kena hadin hodong ko kale wi ko kwia ko tika ne na agilo toni thaneta lo de nya tha hati ante tane negati ni tuni achi wa khairlan hata kai kan kahlon mutawali honyani ahunte ya de chini kwali hoda kale chini dwa wono da kale chini ka wono da what's to hake kan kena hadin hodong taki ni achi agilo wa katlan ha
Isa ni wakatlan hadun dili wa satstege kui jikaya lu dewian data dewian data ne ingwe ne ha kale katanu ni he oni ni ole ni utli hoje hui utli hoja tu hadi gan musa dewian data ne kale yo yan le oni ni oje languinan gan to tuske wandole ya huni nea kwe ku we ya kwe ku we ko ka tasle ya kanate de wandole asli huni noksi wandole se ne ni tkuina o jaki to hane we ga ko ne na te de hun ka noksi datki ne toga ya hadiwen de tane togi ne ya wanji ya duske ze laudi ni ko lage zan toga yanji hadiwen de tane ki wa ya huni ta de gati handat akte ni tone nu Gina hen to de hona de hunjunia hadiwen de tane duske ze ne hadi goinia hundadi ka niku noksi jinate wa ilo ka olive ji ya ki ne no wandu na ne nok yung getloli ne ji yes ne no wandu to tuza yo tu hage unka ai o de tane kale ai un da diji ya ne to dilan how ta hunagala de gui to nioji loditalu ne ji ne nyo lewa hun daoya te a ngua deli huni na ilha to hadi me de ta ne ki ne lea o ya ni hadi wano da kale o ya nioji a hadi me de ta ne ji ya ne to dilan how Noksi duskegi yan leji ludeyan dehtagi wakale neuni ne kelejalu he agwingi wi undahadi gundan daga ahodi wanat negi ni duske kaska next tagangi wi na wandu kwa hodogu ayun kwa diji ni dwawanoda hadin hostuha o kahadiwi dehta ne jikuina hen toaka yonda ge na tokui hadia na hawiki wa neki ni wakatlan hadu hakuingi wi natok wi hadiwi dehta neki wa
ni destui tundi wakadi no wat kunisa negi den tin waget hal tin wade dehtani wagudi dehtani yasnol agudi hiade kale agudat.
In closing, I just like to say that what the speakers of the elders have said, we're all hoping the same thing for the future of this language and cultural center. And like we said, we like what's going on right now, and because now they're also teaching culture, like our culture, and it is our culture. That is what we grew up with, and that is ours. It is what the Creator gave us, the culture. But to know the culture, you got to know the language. You can't know the culture and not know the language, because language and culture go together. And I just hope that that the young people that are learning the culture, they see that you can't learn the culture without the language. So that's why it's really important that you young people, and I encourage the young people that are here learning today, like the language and the culture, to keep on. And it's got to be like they really have to put their hearts and minds to it. Like years ago, Mercy used to always say, you only learn what you let yourself learn. And how true it is. What you let yourself learn, that's what you're going to maintain. But if you just here, just to be here, you're not going to get anything out of it. That's why I encourage the young people that are here learning the culture and learning the language, and keep it up, because, and like we said, our elders all say, that's what we want to leave behind when we're gone, is our language and the culture, because like I said, language and culture go together.
And how true that is. We really have to put our hopes together that you young people can carry on once we're not here no more. Like our brother Vern used to tell us, he says, when I pass, I'm taking it with me, and we all seen it happen. And he was still with us at that time when he used to tell us, and the next thing we knew, he had passed on. So we just hope that you young students learn the cultural and the language, especially you, because you got to carry it on in our family.
Done it.
Done it.
Yeah.